Welcome to Open Marketing. Today we're talking about the different platforms as well as the different types of content you can be creating. Okay, and I'm gonna start with the platforms because you may be like, all the platforms are the same, it's all social media. Listen, your platform should depend on your audience because every audience uses a different type of platform. For example, if you're somebody that targets more first-time home buyers, more than likely you're talking to people that are within my age range. I'm 27. So you're talking to people that are within, let's say, 24 to about 30-ish. So the platforms that we're pretty much on more than usual is, let's just say more than likely, is YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Those are pretty much your three that you should focus on. Okay. Now, if you don't know the different platforms, there's a bunch, and you got YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn is a great one as well. And there's more, but actually, no, I might have hit them all. I believe I hit them all. But the point is, you want to be picking your platform based on whoever it is that you're talking to. And that, again, just goes back to defining just who you want as a buyer and who you want as a seller. If you're somebody that your buyer is a first-time home buyer, then you want to make sure that you're focusing on your Instagram page, making sure that you're focusing on your TikTok page and your YouTube page, because that's just where your potential clients are. There's no need to reinvent the wheel or make it harder on yourself. Just go to where your people already are. Okay. So with that being said, if you're going for more of a younger crowd, that's pretty much where you want to go. You want to go to a YouTube. You want to go to an Instagram, go to a TikTok. All right. Now, if you're going for an older crowd, let's say from like 35 to about 50s and just above, you're going to want to be on Facebook. You're going to want to go on YouTube. You're going to want to go on LinkedIn, just because those are, for lack of a better term, those are just more mature platforms. Okay. And so again, you're just going and using the platforms where your audience already is, where they spend most of their time. And to be clear, and this is a very nuanced thing, but it's really just a matter of you choosing what platforms you want to use. Because I can tell you, as someone that distributes a lot of content among pretty much all of the platforms, like I really create content for every single platform. And I can tell you right now, it is time consuming if you don't have the right type of system in place. Thankfully, through trial and error, I have put together a system that allows me to do it. But it really is time consuming, and you want to spend most of your time actually being a real estate agent instead of being a content creator, which, while the content creation piece is important, but at the end of the day, the root of what you're doing and who you are is a real estate agent, right? That's why you took the test and you passed and you are doing what you're doing. This is just the vehicle that allows you to be the real estate agent you want to be, right? So with that, you want to make sure that you're just narrowing in, you have laser focus on, okay, these are my platforms that I'm going to build my audience. And like I talked about last month, where I talked about being valuable, providing value, as well as being consistent. As long as you provide value and you're consistent on whatever platform, you're going to build an audience, right? But the key is that you're actually providing value, being consistent, and you're on the right platform, speaking to the right people. Because if you make the mistake of, well, I want to serve first-time home buyers, but you're on Facebook giving a whole bunch of great value and you're consistent and everything like that, you're talking to an empty room, because that's not where first-time home buyers are. But if you're on TikTok and you're going, you're sharing a bunch of great content about, first-time home buying, what's necessary, what it looks like, and how it works and everything like that, that's where your people are. So you're going to build an audience. And if you do that while providing value and being consistent, well, you're going to get more followers. You're going to end up being the authority and the expert that you are. You just need to show it online. Okay. So it's important that you really narrow in on what your platforms are. Now, the commonality, I will say this too, and this is a personal opinion of mine. Okay. This is a personal opinion of mine. Every single one of you should be a part of some form of long form content creation. Now, if you don't know that term, long form content essentially means content that is about 5 to 10 minutes, even up to an hour long. So you're dealing with podcasts and YouTube videos, right? Informational YouTube videos. Like you listening to me right now, watching me right now, this is considered long form because these videos are about 10-ish minutes or so. But this is where I'm able to really get in depth as opposed to the quick, hey, here's 3 ways you can improve your digital marketing as an ambitious real estate agent, right? And then you just go through the things really quickly in like 10 to 15 seconds. So you want to make sure that, and this is just my opinion, you want to make sure that you are a part of some form of long form content creation. So whether that's joining a podcast, being guests on podcasts, just creating and building up your own YouTube channel, whatever the case may be, you want to make sure that you're a part of that. The reason being is because it will help you so much when it comes to reaching an audience. Now, within long form content, you're able to really show your expertise. You're able to not only show your expertise, but you're also able to show your personality. Because at the end of the day, people are going to connect with your personality before they connect with your expertise. And again, you want to build what I call actionable trust. Now, if you don't know what that means, actionable trust is essentially the step up to where you need to be now that we're post-pandemic and everything like that. Like regular trust used to work back then, where you could just basically sit in your office, make some phone calls and everything like that, get leads and you'd get deals, right? Easy peasy stuff. But the thing that the pandemic did is it really revealed the need that people have when it comes to building real relationships. And the way in which people build real relationships is through connection. And so when you really show up as your authentic self, people are going to connect with that and they're going to want to actually work with you based on who you are, not based off what you know. Now, be clear. It is important that you know what you're doing, but they're going to connect with the fact that you like golf. They're going to connect with the fact that you like working out. They're going to connect with the fact that you're a cat person, that you're a dog person, that you like shopping, that you like luxurious things. Like whoever you are, they're going to connect with that because you're not alone in however you live your life. So with that, you want to make sure that you're presenting that in your content as you record it and everything like that. But you want to make sure that you're doing it on the right platform so you can actually build an audience, right? Because it matters. Who your audience is really does matter, okay? So that's on the platform side of things, okay? So make sure you pick your right platform. Again, if you have any questions about any of this, feel free to just leave a comment below. I will answer it. I got you. This is totally free. Again, people pay thousands of dollars for what I'm telling you about. So you've picked your right platform based off of the buyer you want, the seller you want, perfect person, all that type of stuff. Now, let's talk about the types of content. Okay, let's talk about the types of content. Now, for most of you, you probably have an Instagram page. I have seen and found that Instagram is like the healthy in between. If you're somebody that says, well, I'm not really sure who my buyer is, who my seller is, I just want to be on a platform that pretty much speaks to most people, you're pretty much talking about Instagram. Now, with Instagram, there are different types of content on Instagram. So you have carousels, right? Those are essentially the multiple pictures that you have to swipe through and everything like that. They're great for just giving information. So if you want to say 3 steps to buying a home, step 1, pre-approval process. Swipe 2 is, finding the property. Step 3, going through the inspection process. Like that type of content is for information, right? So that's the carousels. The second thing is just posting a picture, right? This is great for just posting who you are. Oh, hey, I'm at the park. Hey, I'm with my family. Hey, I'm at a graduation. Hey, I'm just, drinking some coffee, thinking, meditating, whatever the case may be, right? So the pictures are great just to let people know this is who I am, okay? So you have carousels, pictures. Now you have reels. Now this also applies to TikTok and everything like that as well. But your reels are essentially, because video is king right now. Both of the 2 things that I mentioned before, between carousels and pictures, like they're just flat. They are quick to see, but a lot of people just swipe by them and everything like that. They're valuable. Now, Instagram has literally admitted that they are starting to push more pictures again. But at the end of the day, reels and video is still king. Now, with your reels, this is where you're able to really speak. People can actually hear your voice. They can actually see you. They're looking at where you are, how you're dressed, all of that type of stuff. Now, your reels are, again, another opportunity for you to provide your short form content. Right now, I mentioned before and explained what long form content is. So you're dealing with podcasts, YouTube videos, and just longer timed type of content. But your short form content is where you're dealing with content that's 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds, right? Like quick hitting type of content for people to just look at. Oh, that's nice. Like, swipe, quick stuff, right? And that's basically what TikTok is. That's what you see a lot of on Instagram. And now YouTube Shorts is really making a big jump. And there's a lot of stuff going on with YouTube Shorts. But your reels and your short form content is super helpful because it does well with the algorithm and everything like that, but it gives you an opportunity to, again, really speak to your potential clients. Okay. And then along with, let's see, I talked about carousels. I talked about reels. I talked about, your flat pictures. Oh, short form reels. Now your long form, right? I mentioned that before. Now, again, be a part of some sort of podcast, be a guest, whatever the case may be. So those are the different types of content. And this is here, let me give you a secret. Again, people pay thousands of dollars for this stuff. A piece of content that is very much overlooked, and this is very specific to LinkedIn. This is very specific to LinkedIn, is actual just copy. Now, copy, if you don't know what that means, is basically just words. You writing like a one pager, right? That's copy. So what you can do, and this is a free tip, what you can do, if you create a reel, let's say that says 3 steps to buying your first home, right? You have your 3 points, pre-approval, and, find the property, close on the property, right? Let's say those are your 3. You make it very easy to basically convert that content, that is a video of you speaking on camera and everything like that, and just basically type out what that is. Hey, and again, you post it on LinkedIn. You can maybe even post it on Twitter if you want. Twitter is not necessarily a great place because people don't look on Twitter for real estate agents, but LinkedIn, they'll find a real estate agent. But if you post on your LinkedIn or you post, just on your Facebook, whatever it is, just copy for people to read through. Hey, if you're interested in buying your first home, here are 3 things you need to think about. First thing, you need a pre-approval. Second thing, you got to find the property. Third thing, close your property with the right real estate agent. But again, you're using the same content, the same valuable information, but you're basically just transforming it into something else. And that is the beauty. And what I want you to think about this month as you're posting content and you're showing up as yourself and you're providing value is think about the way in which you're communicating the information. If it's something that people need to really hear and you have an emotion and you're really passionate about it, probably should be a reel, probably should be on a podcast. If it's something that really quick hitting, not trying to take too much time, they can swipe past it, doesn't really matter to me, but this is just to let them know that I'm a human too and I'm not a workaholic. That's where you deal with pictures, carousels, and things of that nature, right? When you create graphics. Okay. And also this is just a pet peeve of mine that I've seen so many real estate agents fall into, and I would love to help you with this. Please do not fall into the one professional photo shoot syndrome to where you're using the same picture from the same photo shoot every single piece of content you use. Please, it just does not look good. Okay. Find you a videographer that you can kind of keep on a retainer, right? Cut some sort of deal where there is every month or every quarter or whatever it is, where they are taking fresh new photos of you so you can actually leverage it in your graphics, in your pictures, and in your reels and things of that nature. So that way you are showing up as your best self, because I can tell you, when I look for real estate agents on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, all these different, platforms, and I just see the same pose. You all know the pose that I'm talking about, right? The same pose. It's like, come on, go all the way, make the investment. Okay. Now, again, you don't have to make the investment, but if you're going to do it consistently, please. I beg of you. But with that being said, I just want you to think about, be intentional with the platforms that you're using, but also be super intentional with the content that you're posting. What form of content will be the most effective in communicating to my perfect buyer or my perfect seller. All right. So I hope that that's helpful to you. Take advantage of that this month. Be really intentional with those things. If you know, again, like I always say, if you know any real estate agents that are hungry, that are ambitious, that really take real estate seriously, and they're looking to build their digital platform or build their personal brand, and they talk about how, they don't have enough time to post content, or it's difficult to come up with ideas, or they just want help and support, lead them to this open marketing. Okay. In the same way you have an open house, this is open marketing. That's why I named it this. So be sure to share this with other real estate agents that you know, share with brokers that you know, because again, I'm giving you free game. This is free. People pay for this. I can tell you for a fact, but I'm giving it to you for free because I truly want to be helpful to you as you are building your business. Okay. If you have any questions at all, feel free to shoot me an email at info@10-media.com, or you can just leave me a comment below. I will respond. I'll get in touch with you. If you want to work with me, just like I said, email me, let me know. Let me figure out how I can service you. I have a marketing agency as well as a video production side of my company. So if you want professional videos, whatever it is, I got you. But I hope this was helpful. I'll see you guys next month, because next month's topic is going to be great. You don't want to miss it. But listen, be encouraged this month. Show up for your people, because there are clients out there that need you. There are clients out there that are looking for you, and all you have to do is show up. So go ahead and do that. I will see you guys next month. Always rooting for you. If you have a question, reach out to me, and I'll see you guys later.